Invading Canada wouldn't be that hard. Canada is a NATO member, so in theory they would be protected by other NATO members. But they wouldn't actually fight America, because the US's military is so much larger than everyone else's, it would be insane. I guess they could fight with sanctions, but if they sanction the US, then they'll just be poor since they're already sanctioning Russia. And between the two, they'll probably choose the local threat over the faraway one. Canada won't be protected by their climate either. It won't be like invading Russia, where all your troops will freeze to death, because almost all Canadians live in the south. They would probably surrender a few days after America declares war because they have no chance of winning. The country change probably won't impact their day-to-day life that much, and they're not religiously motivated, so they might just surrender immediately. You might think America would never attack Canada, but America isn't above invading a country for purely selfish reasons. To start the Vietnam War, we blew up our own ship and blamed it on the commies. Now let's talk about why, if it's possible to invade Canada, America hasn't done it yet, and if they might in the future. They tried taking over Canada in the early days of America, but they weren't powerful enough yet. Now the idea has come back into conversation, and America is definitely powerful enough. It's come back into conversation because Trump said Canada should be the 51st state. Soon after, he said he would only use economic pressure and not the military to get Canada to join the United States. By economic pressure, he meant imposing massive tariffs on them. Just putting tariffs on a country, even if they're massive, isn't going to impact them enough to make them want to be a state instead. Taking over a big country without using your military is pretty much impossible. That's why America hasn't invaded Canada yet. But America may still consider invading in the future. I've made a pros and cons list to help organize all the information around this. Pro, invading Canada gets America Canada's money. They have a GDP of 2.2 trillion, the 9th highest in the world. Con, as I said before, Canada is in NATO, so other NATO countries will have to decide what to do to punish America. Pro, invading Canada gets us Canada's land and natural resources. They have the second most land in the world, and a lot of oil and other valuable resources. Con, Canadians don't want to be taken over. Pro, invading Canada gets us Canada's people. They have a population of 41 million, some of which are high-earning, highly skilled professionals. Con, invading Canada would scare America's other allies. Although they already don't trust America because Trump put massive tariffs on them, everyone ended up being brought back together by a bigger threat, which was the Chinese rare earth metals ban. The same thing could happen again. Pro, controlling Canada gets America more control over immigration. Some people immigrate to Canada as a way to later get to the US, but owning Canada would stop them. Con, invading Canada will come at the cost of both money and lives, although we don't know how much. Pro, controlling Canada gets America control over the Northwest Passage, a trade route that Canada controls and is supposed to become really important in the future. Con, the people of Quebec will still be protesting like they do now, unless they get to become independent. In independent Quebec, they wouldn't be landlocked, and so working alongside them and then letting them be independent is an option. This next one is only a pro for the US president, but it's still a not insignificant reason why Canada might get invaded. Pro, if anyone takes over Canada, they will ensure a lasting legacy for themselves. I'm out of cons, so we're going to go to another pro. Pro, America and Canada could save money on things that cost the same, no matter how much they're used, like software or banknote designs. That's the end of the video. I'll let you decide if invading Canada is a good idea or not. And speaking of banknote design, there's a lot more that goes into it than you would think. Here's a link to a whole video I made on the topic.